So glad you're here. Welcome to our church plant, Tallgrass Community Church. I got a couple more announcements for us, some exciting stuff to talk about. I wanted to follow up and give a report on our giving intentions card. So this came from a few weeks ago. We had our Vision Gathering 2020 and talked about a big need that we have in our church plant. A year and a half in, we had been bleeding out in our budget. We were missing about $1,800 a month in our needed budget in this year two of Tallgrass Church. And so we asked you all to prayerfully consider giving us your intentions for giving in 2020 so that we could budget accordingly. And so we've collected those, and it's pretty exciting. So it's a great report, very positive. We're very thankful. I feel like in a year and a half into Tallgrass Church, you all have responded well to what we've been saying from up front and from the emails and stuff. So we needed $1,800 more per month to have a balanced budget that we've experienced in 2019. We got 19 intentions that came in, 5 of which were from folks who had not given at all, totaling $1,300 a month. So there's a huge chunk of that $1,800. That's pretty sweet. And so if that's you, thank you so much. Even if it's a baby step, a small step towards giving, towards sacrificial generosity, that's super exciting for you and for us. And we got 8 who were already giving, who increased their giving for 2020, totaling $1,200 a month. So that's awesome. And so you can give it up for those folks. And so probably some of those are people that were already giving sacrificially, increasing their giving and really believing that it's truly more blessed to give than receive. So we're very thankful for that. And so that totals, if you do the math, $2,500 in the giving intentions, so which has exceeded what we cast vision for. So we're very thankful, very excited, proud of how you have responded. We're feeling much better heading into 2020. We'll begin the budgeting process and communicate with you. Of course, there's always still more need, so we do have a shortfall that's developed for 2019. So if you're sitting out there and you're like, whew, no need, I don't need to think about it, ask Jesus about that, okay? Maybe he'll encourage you otherwise. Still definitely room to grow in our giving and our budget. And just so you know, the way you give is online. Most people give online. We make it pretty clear on the website or the black box there if you like to write the check and hand it as part of your act of worship. So I wanted to give that report. Thank you so much. Also wanted to give a quick update. So Tallgrass Community Church has been awarded a leadership transformation grant with the Kansas Leadership Center. So this is super exciting for us. The Kansas Leadership Center, you may not have heard about it. I had not heard about it until a few years ago. Actually, I heard about it through Lucas Shivers, of all people. Yeah. The KLC, Kansas Leadership Center, we may refer to it as the KLC, is committed to fostering leadership for stronger, healthier, and more prosperous Kansas communities. They're not only investing in faith-based organizations, nonprofits, education, government, and business, all sectors of civic life in Kansas they invest in. And so we have been awarded this Leadership Transformation Grant, which is going to be awesome. So the first phase this next year is going to be really focused on our core team, shoring up the KLC leadership principles. So this is our core team. We forgot to take a nice photo there. So I snagged that on a little 22-second video we took on the way into KLC. It was cold. So myself, Maris, David Renberg, and Dave Geldart. I call David Renberg David and Dave Geldart Dave. So we may be referring to them in the shorthand form like that moving forward. So our core team was taken from the pool of life group leaders, basically any life group leader who happened to be available to commit to the requirements for the core team. So we're already registered for the 3 programs that we'll walk through in 2020. And we still have some more spots available for some of our leadership to walk through and possibly others down the road into phase 2. So more about this coming up, we had a great time being oriented to this program, to the grant, to meeting other people who are recipients of the grant. One of the big ideas of the KLC is that leadership is an activity, not a position. So anyone can lead no matter where you're at within the organization, which fits very nicely with what we think Jesus has taught the church, every member a minister, priesthood of all believers. So it's going to be awesome to jump into that.